Well, losing touch with ancestors or ignoring their call may result in illness or even bad luck. And children too have to respect this call. And it sometimes means that they are taken out of school to be trained as traditional healers. An opinion is, however, divided on the involvement of children in this practice. 12-year-old Mbimbi Ngwenya from Soweto shared his story with our reporter Maageketla Mohlabe and cameraman Sicelo Hlanula.
Fulfilling a calling.
That wasn't me. It was my ancestor that has got onto me.
Mbimbi is the youngest of 50 initiates here, forced to leave grade 7 in June this year. But it's not a journey of choice. It started with an inexplicable illness which left him paralyzed in his lower limbs.
I had pains in my back everywhere, so they said I had a calling. I just want to be a doctor who would helping people.
The family begged for indulgence.
We performed rituals to appease his ancestors, asking this to stop because he's still young.
But there was no choice in the matter.
In this case, they've tried everything, and then there was no exception. So then it's culture now versus the law. So then at the end of the day, there is nothing that you can do. The ancestors' calling couldn't be appeased by any other form.
Had we forced that he should not be initiated, he would have died or been incapacitated for the rest of his life because people don't understand. Ignoring the ancestors could kill you. I decided that this child must be trained so that the suffering could end.
Deeply rooted cultural beliefs. Still, the CRL Rights Commission is opposed to the involvement of children in traditional healing.
A child is a child. If the ancestors have a calling, you can always tell the ancestors that this one is still at school. We'll bring him back when he is ready. But a child cannot be a traditional healer now.
Dr. SILVESTER HLATHI says his ancestors acceded to their request. He too fell ill as a young boy.
My parents, they went to investigate, and then they discovered that my grandma, she wanted me to take over her work. But because I was young, my father and my mother, they had to perform a ritual to ask my ancestors, my grandmother, this boy is still young, give him a time, let him grow. So when I was 18, that's when I went for training.
But even traditional groupings differ. Some say age is irrelevant. If the call comes, you have to answer.
It is just a spiritual calling from the traditional healing. Therefore, in terms of the law, we see that it's going to clash. But I think, again, the laws are made by us. They have to create a space and allow this traditional calling for the kids to practice. For as long as these kids, when they are there, they will be protected. Their rights are not going to be violated.
Others say it's no place for a child.
We say no to abuse of children using things like idlozi because Isangoma was there and we respect their existence. They are so helpful to us, but not the children. Children cannot solve the problem because when you are a Sangom, elder people come with their problems. Then you will meet them because you are also an elder. You know how to solve their problem. What will the child do? Because the child doesn't know anything.
Mbimbi says after his 6-month training, he's ready to start practicing as a traditional healer. Anything he earns will go towards his family's well-being. As the debate continues, the aspiring lawyer will be back in his school uniform in January. Maageketla, Mohlabe, SABC News, Soweto.